we doing today, folks? Welcome to Yachts and Thoughts. It's afternoon for me, so I don't have any lemon, ginger, or anything on me at the moment. Still fasting, just drinking water at the moment, but I'm starting to slim up, you know what I'm saying? The pack's coming through, and it only took me a month, so it's not that difficult, folks. Yeah. Have you ever really noticed that, socially, the things like accountability, persevering, these are like key words. These are things that people use and say. But our most popular figures aren't really the best examples of accountability and perseverance and things like that. I mean, I like David Goggins. That's a good, But like our most popular people to emulate don't exactly build us more than they break us. This year, I'd like for a lot of you, or most of you, or the ones that aren't on the path, to use yourself as your main source of motivation. It is you at the end of your story, at the end of your book. Regardless of where you draw energy from, you do have to remember that it is going to be your story at the end of the day. So make the outlet forget that. You're the plug. You're not the outlet. You are the energy source. You are where others are able to get their energy from. Maybe flip your thinking on, on your source of nutrients when it comes to, what fulfills you. There's very few people that I'm able to actually follow. I mean, if you look at my Facebook or something, I guess I'm following a bunch of people, but it ain't on purpose. Gotta figure that out. But there's very few people that I'm even able to listen to. Because if you're not doing the things that you're telling me, if you're giving me advice and I just see no practical application in your life, then I'll hear the words, may even use the advice. But if it's coming from someone who's not using practical application for the words given, then I personally can't hear it. But I do see that a lot of people do get their energy and motivation from sources that may actually debilitate them. Don't look for validation in your negatives. Like, don't look to validate yourself, the negatives about yourself, through others who may be a amplified version of negativity. Just because there's a normalized negativity doesn't mean that it won't debilitate your life. I have tons of children. I was a drug addict and alcoholic. I was a victim of believing in racism. So I just saw racism in everything, even things that there was no racism in. But these are all options that we're given. You are free to do whatever it is that you want to do, but realize that there will be penalties to your freedom. Accountability, rationale, sticking to a diet, anything that shows discipline, real discipline. You know what I mean? If you post I'm just saying post because that's what your outwardly thing is. But if you post an exercise thing, I just went to the gym, but your very next post has to do something with drugs, alcohol, stagnance, it's just going to be 1 plus -1, still it's going to be 0. It's going to end up being nothing. So you have to realize that you have to move in an upwardly forward fashion, and it's going to take accountability, perseverance, rationale, and discipline, which very few people have. If you're a man and you spend all Sunday sitting on the couch watching other men that are in prime physical condition compete in prime physical condition, and while you drink beers and sit there in stagnance, while your wife in the background looks at you as a schlub and she really likes the guys in those tights that are exuding their manhood, then you're wasting your motherfucking time. If you're watching sports all weekend, you're wasting your time, especially if you're a man. So pick things that will build you. Be different. Use discipline. Don't live vicariously through others. Live through yourself. This is your experience. That's all I've got to say. When it comes to social media, you got to put out something every week. You got to be right. You got to look right, or people won't hear you. So practice makes perfect. That is my message for the week. Like, subscribe, share, all this stuff.